plug on the speed dial. I live my life fast, my foot on the gas, I live what I dream now. And you mad cause I brag, I go get the bag, they know I'm a cash cow. For my haters, I ball out. Got the money, don't need the clout.
Hey, what's up guys, Ninja Cat. Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be going over the best Kiriko settings for this season of Overwatch if you want to excel at your competitive gameplay, or if you just want to improve your Kiriko gameplay in general. So if you guys are new to the channel, if you guys want more of this content, be sure to like and subscribe as that helps me out a lot. Also, join that Discord server, the link in the description below, as I am active in that server if you guys want to talk, and enjoy the rest of the video. Okay, so right off the bat, you might notice that I do have my Kitsune mask on, and I know that I said that I would only use this in streams, but now that I think about it, I think I'm going to use it more in streams and my videos because this is a really good like streaming and recording prop. So I feel like this could be more of like my thing to have like a Kitsune mask on my head when I'm recording or streaming. So yeah, just a little heads up. Okay, so I have looked online at some recommended pro player settings, and these settings are actually built for competitive Kiriko players. But when I first tried them, first of all, these are really good settings as they make a big change in your gameplay. But I feel like these are also really good settings for people that just want to like improve the Kiriko gameplay in general, even if they're not like playing ranked matches. These settings actually make it easier for you to like escape out of sticky situations, or if you have to fight your way out of a sticky situation, it makes your gameplay easier, and it has a big noticeable difference in gameplay. So stick around for more. Alright, so there are 3 settings that we're gonna go over. 2 of them are probably really the most important out of the 3. One of them plays a big role, but it isn't as important compared to the other 2. That one is the reticle. The reticle, like I said, plays a big role, but not as important as the other 2 that we'll go over in a moment. But basically, you want your reticle type to be a circle, and you want the color of it to be white, lime, or cyan, as said by pro players. Don't make it yellow, even though it's a bright color. And the point of it is to have a bright color, but don't make it yellow. And why is that? Is because you want a crosshair that you can see your enemies through it, but you also want to be able to see a crosshair itself. And what I mean by that is you don't want a crosshair that looks like this, which covers your enemy, or you don't want a dot crosshair, which you can barely see. And I have 20/20 vision, so you can't blame me if I can't see this in the mid-battle. So this is a crosshair you want. All these other settings you can leave the same, because these are default settings, and I didn't see any pro players change much of that. So this is the ideal crosshair you want, and this is what it should look like. So this reticle is the recommended one. Remember, light colors, white, cyan, or lime. And you don't want your crosshair to be too thick because it will cover up your enemy. You want your crosshair to be able to show your enemy. So this is the recommended crosshair for your gameplay. Alright, so these next 2 settings that I'm about to go over are the ones that are going to be the ones that make the biggest change in your gameplay and make like a lot of sticky situations easier for you. And you're going to find out in a bit, because once I'm done going through these settings, you're going to wish you found out about this like way back when Overwatch 2 like started or something. So stick around for this. Alright, so these 2 settings that I'm talking about are the swift step sensitivity. That's a tongue twister, and it took me like 9 tries to get it right, so I'm not saying that again. And the toggle healing off Yuta. Now, I was confused about what the sensitivity for this does, and yeah, notice how I avoided saying that because I don't want to say it again. But at the end, I found out that it wasn't that confusing at all. Number 1, and number 2, this setting is probably like you're a lifesaver. All right, and what this does is I'll do my best to explain what it does.
I'm with you.
Because it's hard to put into words. All right, let me just get my teleport back, because this does require the L shift. So I have this setting at 100% sensitivity. I'm going to use this robot. I'm going to put my crosshair right here, and you notice how like the distance between the crosshair and the robot is not that close to the robot, right? I can like go all the way here, and I can just teleport. Now what happens if I turn this sensitivity down to its minimum, which is 10%? Let's see what happens now. Oh, my crosshair is in the same location, right? But I can't teleport. I'm spamming shift as hard as I can. I can't teleport. If this wasn't a game, I'd probably have sticky keys turning on right now. But what happens if I do this? Now I have to put my crosshair closer to this robot. About like, that's still a lot of distance, right? I have to put it closer to this robot to be able to teleport. Now that you know this, you might think of a few situations where you want to like utilize the setting, right? I can think of a few already. Think about it. Sticky situations when you actually teleport, or not teleport, when you when you're surrounded by like a full team and they're pushing you, and you want to like flick back and teleport, but you don't want to like miss your teammate, right? You're gonna like zoom and then like you can't teleport to them. So this setting, like, you know, it enlarges the area that your mouse has to like hover over for you to teleport to a teammate, which is pretty useful, and by far probably the most useful setting that I'll go over in this video. But now that you know the setting, I guarantee that you wish you found out about this earlier, like way earlier. Now I think that's it for this setting. I'm gonna go over the next one. The next one is the toggle healing of Fuda. I have it on. I have it off right now actually, and basically what it does is, I'm gonna turn it on real quick. For you guys that didn't know about this setting, you know that you have to hold, or not hold. You just press it once, and it shoots out all your healing talisman, right? This is honestly, in my opinion, like not the best setting to go with, because right now if I just click, it shoots out everything. And sometimes, or you know, most of the time, but not always, you don't want that to happen. You want to have you just want a general control over this healing ability. And obviously, when you turn it off, like I did, you can do this one by one. Now you have control over your healing, and you can hold it down to shoot out all your healing talisman. Now this setting isn't probably as game changing as the sensitivity one, but this just also like gives you control over your healing, which is pretty important in your gameplay. And after the Kiriko nerf, you're going to want the setting on. Off. And yeah, that's really confusing as well. But yeah, you're gonna want the setting off, because remember, Kiriko has a slight 15 millisecond delay between each heal, right? If I do this, I have to wait a whole second before I can shoot another swarm of these healing talisman. Back then it used to be 0.85, now it's another 0.15, so now it's a full 1 second delay between each set of healing. So you can see what I'm saying now. You want to conserve your heals, you want to control them, because if you have that setting on, you're going to be blasting all your heals out, and if you want to heal another person, well, it sucks for you. You're going to have to wait a full second. And unfortunately in a battle, sometimes it's a 1 second delay is going to be a lot. So remember to turn that setting off. Yes, I mean off, not on. Glad I didn't repeat that mistake again. So yeah, anyways, turn that setting off, because if you're playing Kiriko unranked or ranked, this setting is also crucial to your gameplay, and although it might not make that much of a difference compared to the Swift Step one, it's still pretty important. And I would say that this setting also contributes to ranking up in comp. So yeah, turn that setting on, and the Swift Step one, be sure to turn that on as well, because I haven't tested this one out because I haven't played much yet of the season, but that setting is going to save you a lot of times. I just can't wait to see what it does, because I already know the setting is going to be a game changer. Okay, so these last two settings are totally up to the player's preferences, and they are the primary and secondary fire. Now, I changed mine to be kunai for left click and healing from right click. The reason why I did this is just a player's preference, and because I guess it just makes things cleaner, because most Overwatch heroes are played as left click to attack and right click as like a secondary ability, no matter what that ability is. But there's a small game changer here, and these settings don't really like change up your gameplay as much as like the Swift Step. But here's a little detail I noticed when I first tried out this setting. You guys remember the 1-2 combo I taught you guys in another video, where you headshot someone and then melee them real quick. This is a really fatal combo against like squishies, like supports and DPS, right? But now that you have it on left click as kunai, you can actually do it a bit more efficient. But you also like that, right? It also requires like the perfect timing for this, because your side button and your left click, they're like, you can like just do this, like this, right? But you don't want the buttons to sync up, so this requires good timing. But if you do it right, it can, in my opinion, like use this combo with it faster. So just a little something to think about if you guys consider changing it to the setting. But again, this is totally up to you guys. It's a player preference setting. It's not a big game changer, but you guys can tune the setting if you want to like make things clean, or practice that combo, because that combo is pretty useful when Genjis are going behind the enemy line and trying to get the supports. So yeah, You can use that combo with right click kunai as well, but in my opinion, this might be a faster method. So yeah, just a little something to think about. Alright, I think that's it for this video. So if you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys want more content like this, be sure to subscribe for more, as it helps me out a lot. Join that Discord server like I was saying in the beginning, as I am in that server. I am active and I will talk to the people that join. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.